Hey everyone, welcome to Passionate About Scrapbooking with Pamela. This is Pamela, and today I'll be sharing a scrapbook layout that I've created with this beautiful Sweet as Honey paper collection from the brand new Close to My Heart January-February seasonal catalog. I'm just showing you here the products that I'm using, the paper packet, the cardstock, the cork shapes, the digital art collection, and then there's also pictured the Picture My Life cards, which I will not be using today. Here are the featured stamp sets and thin cuts. This is the card making stamp set and thin cut, and then the scrapbooking stamps that I'll be using. And then we also have a scrapbooking workshop that was created by Close to My Heart, along with a card making workshop. This is our beautiful Cork catalog that is available through the end of August, I believe. And I'm just showing some of the products that I'm using from it: the Distress Oxide ink, the Gilt glossy spray, along with the Sundance and Intense Black ink pads, and the leftover pieces that I have from my scrapbook workshop that I'll be sharing more about at the end of this video. I have everything pre-cut and ready to assemble. I'm going to be showing the images from the new Sweet as Honey digital art collection. These are SVG files and they can be used on cards and scrapbook pages. And this is the scrapbook page that I'll be using and altering it just a bit with some fun creative techniques. So I cut the digital art background, the hexagons, and I'm going to be using that as a stencil along with that Gilt glossy spray. This is what I have left over from the sticker sheet from my scrapbooking workshop. And then we'll just organize and get everything prepped and ready. I'll be using some of the black ore cardstock. I gutted it, and that will be my background. I'm going to be doing a little bit of Gilt gloss spray along with the stenciling on the white daisy cardstocks. And here I'm just showing you the black ore paper that I used. And I used it for the base of the scrapbook layout along with all the black elements that I cut out using my Cricut. So now I'm prepping for the stenciling. I cut the stencil out of the digital art collection in White Daisy, and I'm using Spiced Marmalade Distress Oxide inks, and I am just going to sponge it along the top and the bottom. I'm kind of starting in the upper center, I guess you would say, because there'll be a strip of paper going right across the top center there. And so I'm going to go a little bit darker at about the 9-inch mark that I'm showing right there, and then gradually making it lighter as I go up toward the top. Next up, I'll be doing the Gilt glossy spray. So I have a couple of Close to My Heart boxes here that I've just overlapped, and I lay that down inside so that none of the overspray will get onto my workstation. And I'm just shaking it up a little bit, and I'm going to take the lid off, just showing you here where I have just a little bit of the Gilt spray on there, and then I'm going to splatter it onto the project. The top and the bottom is really the only places that I need to put it. And I'll set it aside to dry. It dries really fast. It will make a really big mess, so I just encourage you to be careful and make sure that you don't allow any of the splatters to get where you don't want them. The Gilt gloss spray has dried now, so I am positioning my black ore paper that I previously gutted onto my Versamat, and then I'm going to put just a little bit of adhesive all along the edges so that I can layer that piece of White Daisy cardstock onto the black ore cardstock. Now I'm just finishing up with the adhesive so that both of these White Daisy pieces can be attached to the black ore cardstock bases. I will now be adhering the pattern papers from the Sweet and Honey paper packet right where the white spots are on the White Daisy cardstock. So I'm just showing the different patterns, and we're just going to layer that right on at about the 9-inch mark from the top. It does go from the black ore to the black ore, and then I am just trying to figure out where my title is going to go, make sure it fits in there, and it appears that it does. So I am adhering another about a 1-inch strip of the pattern paper just to offset the scallop White Daisy pieces that I cut from that digital art collection. So I'm just finishing up the paper layering, getting on this last White Daisy scallop piece from the digital art collection. Now it's time to assemble the Sweet as Honey digital art pieces that I cut using my Cricut. So the black pieces are all from the black ore cardstock, and then I have a little bit of mink, shortbread, and Sundance that I used as well. Everything is in its place now, and I will start gluing the pieces together, assembling this really pretty bee that has, I believe, about 4 layers. So I'll speed up things a little bit and just watch as I assemble everything. Now I've pretty much finished with some of the assembly on the left side, so now let's focus our attention onto the right page, and I'll just start building up these Cricut pieces as well. Now that that additional title is put together, I am trying to decide how I'm going to adhere it. So I think I decide to cut off about 1 inch from the top so that I can just layer it right up to that pattern paper. There we go. So, and it's pretty thick with that black ore cardstock in the middle, so I'm just layering it on with some regular adhesive. And then I've got to figure out how I want to insert or put on these tags that I created. I decided that I'm just going to cut off a portion of the tags and stick them down under that 1-inch pattern paper a little bit. So I'm just building up the White Daisy tag layered on that black ore cardstock heart, and you'll see me just figure out where I need to position it and about where I need to cut them. So I just grab my straight scissors and cut off about half of the tag and position it right under that pattern paper. And then I will do the same with the black tag as well. Okay, so I managed to get both of those tags inserted up there at the top, just underneath that pattern paper. So now I'm just going to adhere the photo placement cards where they need to go, and I will use my actual photos eventually on these pages. Now I'm trying to decide kind of where I want this bee to be, and I'm looking at some of the stickers that I have left over and trying to decide what I might use. I do end up using the Oh Honey stickers and placing them up there at the top for my primary title. So I'll have a title up in the upper left hand corner along with that one down there in the lower right hand corner. So I think I have enough room. That's kind of what I'm checking out, is just, do I have enough room to put that Oh Honey title in, and exactly where do I want to place it. So I get started on that and just get it lined up there on that top border. Now that I have that title in position, I can better decide where I want to put the digital art bee that I created. So I'll just move it around a little bit. I do end up putting a little bit of 3D foam tape on a portion of the bee so that it will layer over top of that photo area. And I'm playing around with the leftover cork shapes that I have, just trying to decide what I want to use where. And I end up not using that bracket by the Oh Honey. I just did not like the way it looked, and I didn't have the other one. I'd used it on another project. So I finally decide to use these little leftover hexagons in the places along the top and the border where I did all that stenciling. Just figured that would give the project a little bit of pop, and then I end up not using this negative space, so we'll just jump past that real quick. Now I want to see what I can do with these cork pieces that I had left over. So moving them around a little bit, and then I grab my sticker sheet to see if maybe they'll fit on those hexagon stickers, which they fit perfectly. So I grab the mink hexagon sticker and find a place to adhere it next to that Sweet as Can Be title, and then just layer that cork piece right over top of it. Now I just want to see where I can place some of these additional leftover cork shapes and elements from the digital art collection. So I'm just moving things around a little bit and finally decide to put some of these tiny cork shapes in the center of the sponged hexagons that I did earlier. Now that I've decided where I want all those pieces to go, I just need to take the backing off of each one. These cork shapes are adhesive backed, so once you get that backing off, they adhere right to the page. So I'll just go around and do that to all the little cork pieces you see. So it takes a little bit of time. So while I'm doing that, I thought I'd share with you about my brand new Sweet as Honey scrapbook kit that I put together. It's a pre-cut kit that includes this scrapbook layout along with 3 additional scrapbook layouts, and I'm going to share a link in the description of this video, and you can check it out, check the other pages out, and then if you're interested in it, make your purchase through my website. So if you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to email me or leave a comment on this video, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. But anyway, so I keep going through here. We're going to fast forward a little bit and finish up this page. So I've got most of the cork shapes adhered. Now I need to attach this digital art bee. So I'm adding a little bit of foam tape, and then I'll get it positioned right up there underneath the Oh Honey title. So just my last little bit of embellishments, I am using some clear sparkles. So I just go around the page doing that, and I add in a few of the bitty sparkles as well. So there we have it, the finished Sweet as Honey digital art scrapbook pages. Be sure to check the description and hop over and see the additional layouts. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.